formal forms, and they are contracted forms. I am not a teacher. What is a contracted form? I'm not a teacher. But look at the second example. You are not student. We have two different forms. You are not a student or you aren't student. What happened? In the first example, we contract the verb be, but in a second example, we contract not. But it is not true about am. We can say I amn't. The only form is I'm not. What about he? He is not an athlete. He is not an athlete, or he isn't an athlete. She is not a teacher. She is not a teacher, or she isn't a teacher. It is not a book. It's not a book, or it isn't a book. Now, look at this one. We are not teachers. Now we want to talk about plural form of be and the negative statements. You are not writers. They are not athletes. They are not tables. What is the form? They start with a subject. We, you, they. As all of these subjects refer to a group of people or things, we have to use are, and, then not, and the plural form of noun. Let's check contractions. We are not teachers. We're not teachers, or we aren't teachers. You are not riders. You're not riders, or you aren't riders. They are not athletes. They're not athletes, or they aren't athletes. Now we want to talk about yes-no questions. Look at this sentence. You are a teacher. If I want to use this sentence to make a yes-no question, what happened? Are you a teacher? That's enough to replace the subject with the verb of be. Look at this one. He is an athlete. I can replace is and he to make a yes-no question. Is he an athlete? They are teachers. I replace are with they. Then I have, are they teachers? Let's check the form. Yes-no questions start with be, am, is, or are, and then subject and noun. What about short answers? Are you a teacher? If the answer is yes, I have to say yes, I am. And if the answer is no, I have to say no, I'm not. What is the form? Yes, subject and be. No, subject and be plus not. Like this. I'm not. Now, look at this exercise. I, a rider. I is a subject. A rider is a noun. Then, I need a verb. As the subject is I have to use am. She, a pilot. Again, a correct form of be. As the subject is she, we have to use is. Alex and Tanya, riders. Here we need a verb. Because I'm talking about two people, then I have to use are. They, Evan and Philip.
Còn cho người đi theo bọn hắn đấy chứ có phải là không đó. Trang nghĩ là chị Hương đây này. Thì không cần nộp, mày đã quậy hắn